ball forward. At 7, wearing number 23, Lauri Markkanen.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Taking a look at some numbers here for Rudy Gobert.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for Utah, Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. Collier is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Kessler in at the 5 down low. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's Kessler. They set a pick. And it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession. Goes up off the inbound. Here's Collins. Second chance shot. And Gobert with a block. Pass to Edwards. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Sexton. Now Markkanen. Collins right side. Clock is at 3. The 3 from Sexton. And Conley grabs the miss. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Collier. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Sexton. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
Randle, good.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randle, he usually gets the best of it. You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Offensive board, Gobert. Soft touch off the glass.
And you gotta box out Gobert or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Hands down. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go.
Wondering how the West is shaping up? Well, the midseason grind is in full force. Let's check out the standings. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, sitting in 7th place right now. They'd like to climb up the standings. And, of course, the Jazz, pretty far behind right now.
You know, for Minnesota, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Now here's Markkanen. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. Collins passes to Kessler. Now Markkanen. Here's Collier. That one drops for him. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Randle. Here's Edwards. The 15-footer is good.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true three-level scorer.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Conley. And here's Markkanen. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Coach Lowry Markkanen, it's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Brian. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while, and then finally has developed into a primary offensive threat, and he has thrived.
And he knocks down the first one. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Markkanen hits them both. Stan, another head coach from the Greg Popovich tree, Will Hardy, who started his career in San Antonio.
And there have been a lot of successful guys that have come through the Spurs organization. Will Hardy is just another one who is developing into an outstanding NBA coach.
Now here's Conley. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. McDaniels against Markkanen. Pass to Collins. Down low. Here's Sexton. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Randall can't hit.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Here's Sexton. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Counted from distance.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the three, that really helps their spacing.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Attention fans, on the court now, your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants a t-shirt? Come on, fans, I can't hear you.
Utah making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And here you have the best teams when it comes to three-point shooting this season. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Now off the inbound. And it's Randall that time on the assist from Minnesota. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Edwards. On the clock. The rebound by the Jazz.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
You give Clarkson an opening and he'll cut right through your defense. He has great instincts on the drive.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And, Coach, about halfway through the season now, players starting to feel the wear and tear, it would seem.
Yeah, but, Brian, I think it's even more mental than physical. It's the preparing for games every night, competing against the best players in the world. It takes a toll on everybody, players, coaches. You've just got to bring great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Certain guys can remake their games to fit the times. Randall's worked on his right hand and his jump shooting. He's a much more versatile threat now at the offensive end.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. Hits both from the stripe. Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
Now here's Clarkson, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Alexander Walker, the pass to Conley. And Collins with the big block.
Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots.
Pass to Collier. Markkanen sets a screen. It's Markkanen on the wing. Pulls it. And it's Utah scoring again.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Clarkson. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. Banked it in off the glass. Clarkson's got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Randall. The shot from the low post is good. Randall's got 10 points in the game.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Markkanen from long range. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Dillingham, no good. Jazz trail by 5. It's Markkanen with the drive. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Colin Sexton's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Garza's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Ingles. .44 seconds left now in the first quarter. Knocks it down from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
Pass to Eubanks. Offensive rebound. Sexton passes to George. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 10. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Here's Edwards. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Filipowski out there with Drew Eubanks. And it's Clarkson in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Hey, guys. Arguably the most exciting move on draft night was the Wolves trading up to acquire Rob Dillingham with the number 8 pick. Dillingham is known as the top shot creator in this rookie class, but defense has been something to keep an eye on. So where better to go than an elite defensive team that needed just another player to take them over the top offensively? The Wolves look at Rob Dillingham as a potential point guard of the future to replace Mike Conley Jr., guys.
A big test. Shams, thank you. Minnesota with the ball. After the basket by Utah. 11 feet out. An open look for Reed. The rebound by Filipowski.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Back to Eubanks. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
An efficient facilitator, Clarkson gets the ball to the right guy.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Fires the 3. The rebound by Eubanks. Jazz trail by 8. Outside Sexton. Eubanks, the pass to Clarkson. Back to Eubanks. And he slams it in one-handed.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Dillingham. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot to the left side wing. Here's Reed. The shot no good. Some solid D from Eubanks. Sexton finds Clarkson. Miller against George. For 3. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Edwards against Sexton. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. And a moment here to see which shooting guards have been racking up the assist over the past 10 games. 5th, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and this is a group that really appreciates effective ball movement. They can create for themselves or anyone else on the floor.
And to have a shooting guard who's also a high-level playmaker, it makes your team a heck of a lot harder to deal with defensively.
Here's Clarkson. He has 6. Over Edwards, and that one's good. Clarkson's got 8 points.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Pass to Conley. Reed, a screen on George. Here's Conley. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Conley's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Conley has that steady floor general demeanor. They love to have him running the pick and roll.
Here's Clarkson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first.
We'll stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a 6th man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
It is interesting that he prefers to come off the bench.
Yes, some guys do.
That free throw misses. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Randall, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, John Morant, that would be fantastic. But it's got to be the names out there that people know.
Now here's McDaniels. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Right now firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
And finished off by Kessler.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
Edwards against Clarkson. From deep. Edwards, no good. Utah's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Kept alive. George outside. Here's Sensabaugh. That three's off the mark. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for them. Now here's George, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. They double him with McDaniels. For 3, Collins. McDaniels with the rebound. Here's Randall. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Clarkson for three. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
McDaniels a screen. For three, Randall. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Clarkson, and the layup is good off the glass. Clarkson's got 17 points.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
Edwards for three. Utah with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Clarkson. Randall pulls down the board.
But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
The kick out to Conley. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Conley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
And that one's good. Clarkson.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For the Jazz, Markkanen's checked in for Sensabaugh, and it's Colin Sexton in for George. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall outside. Fires in the triple. He's got 15.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
Kessler a screen. Puts up a deep 3. Clarkson missing again.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
A developing part of McDaniel's game that could elevate him to the next level.
Now here's Sexton. Last game with 30. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody gets traded at some point now, and Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal, it's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you, there's also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
Now here's Collins. He's scoreless. Drains the triple.
At the arc, Collins knows what he's looking for, and when he finds it, he won't hesitate.
Inside. Here's Randall. No good with a layup. Big-time effort for Jordan Clarkson, providing a lot of energy for the Jazz. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, John, you're facing a challenge tonight.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the 3rd quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And for that matchup against the Magic, no one can play a perfect game. So they'll have to do a few things to come close. Taking good shots, communicating well defensively, and outwork those guys across from you, Shaq. Word.
And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, those starters are going.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You look at Jordan Clarkson. What a contribution.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Timberwolves trail by 4. On the court for the Timberwolves. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
Basket's good. And for Utah, they're shooting about 47%. A nice number. Randle against Collins. To the middle. Here's Sexton. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, give it to Sexton. He can get up and finish.
Randle outside. The 3-ball. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Utah leading. The 3 from Sexton. Markkanen with a screen on Conley. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Mike Conley.
Well, these coaches can't be happy they fouled Sexton. He's a good foul shooter.
Utah shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he drops the first. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
And he makes both free throws. Maybe the results haven't been there in recent seasons, but the Jazz have an exciting young core, Coach.
Yeah, they do, B.A. They've focused on youth, and some of those guys are developing into very good players. If this core stays in place and gels and they can add to it a little bit, watch out for this Jazz team.
Markkanen looking it over. 5 to shoot. Back to Sexton. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Sexton's got 10 points in the game.
Well, there's the sleight of hand by Sexton, launching quickly.
Back to Conley. For 3, Randle. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds now. Tipped. Randle with a steal. To the paint. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Anthony Edwards.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's time for an instant. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do.
And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Lauri Markkanen.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Conley. With the floater. Oh, wrecking ball. Ant-Man.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Collins right side. Markkanen with it. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Sexton. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Randall, the pass to Edwards. Oh, Kessler with the block.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Collins so active around the rim.
Here's Conley. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. It's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Here's Sexton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
That free throw good from Sexton.
Well, in terms of bucket getters, guys who just fill it up, Colin Sexton is up there. He's just excellent scoring the ball.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. All right, both free throws good from Sexton.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Conley passes to Gobert. Now here's Edwards. On the wing, Alexander Walker. It's guarded by Markkanen. And Gobert flushes it home.
With his giant frame, Gobert sets a good screen and then just pivots into open position.
And finished off by Kessler.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Randall. 4-3. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Sexton with it. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Conley. George with the block. Pass to Sexton. To the inside. Filipowski. The shot misses.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
And it's Randall with the jam.
And every season, Randall seems to shoulder more of the offensive load. It's what allows him to dominate sometimes.
Markkanen for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Filipowski, the pass to Markkanen. Pass to Filipowski. Launches it. Markkanen misses.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
And that one's good. And it's now just a 1-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Back to Markkanen. Beyond the arc. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 6. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Mike Conley, the 16th pick in last year's draft. Keontae George was thrown right into the fire his rookie season, Stan.
Yeah, down the stretch, he was basically handed the keys to the offense at the point guard position. He may take some lumps, but his talent level is evident.
First free throw is good.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
A different look here for Utah. Eubanks, he's checked in for Kessler. Sensabaugh comes in for Markkanen. And Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Sexton. And so he hits both. And Stan, after they traded for Rudy Gobert, it took some time for the Wolves to gel.
It did, Brian. He's a unique player, and it's a process. But obviously a 14-win improvement last season. They have found their identity as a defensive juggernaut.
And a strong finish with two hands.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Here's Randall. Some solid D from Eubanks. Utah leading by 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Clarkson passes to George. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Filipowski. Stolen by Reed. Here's Dillingham. Randall with it. Eubanks defending. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Julius Randle. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Randall. He makes 1 or 2 that time. We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. Utah ahead, up 2. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Filipowski out there with Drew Eubanks. Then there's Keontae George. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Utah right now.
Well, no doubt Clarkson can score the ball. Defense having a lot of trouble with him.
To the middle. Here's Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Edwards. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one's off. And Minnesota making a change here. Ingles is checked in. And the second free throw is good. Well, Stan, since trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in 2022, the Utah Jazz have done some reshaping of their roster.
Yeah, and Brian, it's clear that they're not done. The tinkering continues. They're going to continue to move pieces around until they find what they think can become a championship contending team.
Outside Edwards. There's a screen to tie it up. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple!
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. And it's Clarkson missing.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Pass to George. Back to Clarkson. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Dillingham. George defending. Edwards a screen on Clarkson. And that's good. Anthony Edwards for 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
George passes to Clarkson. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Filipowski, 2 points. That one goes.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now Eubanks. Here's Clarkson. From behind the arc. Edwards pulls it in.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition against them.
And following that, the number of second-chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
Free throw good, Edwards. That one's no good.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Markkanen finishes the break strong at the hoop.
Well, he's a major threat from the mid-range. Markkanen loves taking advantage from that.
Edwards against Clarkson. Left side, Edwards. And the layup falls. Edwards got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Edwards against Clarkson. Here's Collier. Up and over Conley. Collier, no good. Now here's Alexander Walker. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Fires from 14. Utah grabs the miss.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. Here's Alexander Walker. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Markkanen. Down low, Markkanen.
Well, Markkanen poses such problems for a defense. He's got a variety of ways to score inside.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Get well, fans. On the court, take your hype squad. It's time for t-shirts.
Making a switch here. Sexton's checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them, leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Kessler. Outside for Sexton. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Sexton's got 21 points in the game.
Well, I think Sexton enjoys taking over in the big moment. He wants to be that guy for his team.
Gobert passes to Randall. Back to Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Well, look, just the sheer size of Gobert is a problem in there.
Shooting 2.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Well, winning Defensive Player of the Year multiple times, Gobert has always been a stopper at the rim, but now he's extended that out to the perimeter as well.
And he sinks the second.
Well, you wish he got them all, but at the very least, it's now a 2-possession game.
Collins, no good. Minnesota leading by 4. Outside McDaniels. Edwards against Sexton. The fadeaway. Another miss by Minnesota.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And Collins with the slam.
Big time from Collins right there.
Conley passes to Randall. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Outside Sexton. Markkanen against McDaniels. Markkanen, pass to Collins. Back to Markkanen. Oh, great slam by Markkanen.
Well, they needed someone to step up there, and it's Markkanen who answers the call.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Kessler with the block. Here's Collier. Count the basket and the foul. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Utah.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And the free throw, no good. And so Randall will bring it up for Minnesota. 2-point game. Pass to Edwards. Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the play.
Sexton with it. Kessler, a screen on Edwards. The 3 from Sexton. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Shoot 2.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And he's unable to get the second one.
Well, the miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. Here's the teardrop. And he buries it.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
Markkanen right side. Pass to Collier. Markkanen with a screen on Conley. For three, Collier. The three won't fall! And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Timeout called, the Jazz. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Your thoughts, guys?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. You know, there's ups and downs of the season, but, you know, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, you know, we did an amazing job staying together.
The effort certainly was not lacking tonight. Thanks, Julius.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Anthony Edwards.